Hi, I'm Paul Jarvis, President and CEO of Jarvis Formula Incorporated. You might have seen me on the New York Times, London Times, or 10 other newspapers. You're probably wondering what my story is and how the Jarvis Formula came about. Let's go inside my private jet and I'll show you around, tell you all about it. Please. Thank you.
Would you like a cup of coffee, Mr. Jarvis?
Oh, no thanks, Veronica. Listen, turn off your phones, beepers, and any other distractions. I have an opportunity for you that's going to change your life. You'll want to hear this, and you'll want to get in on it. Let's go. Now, you're probably wondering where all of this began. As a trader on one of the top exchanges in the world, I was at the top of my game back in 2008. I was making a fortune for myself and my clients. A limo to drop me off in the morning and then pick me up and drop me for dinner at whatever the hot spot of the moment was. $1,000 bottles of champagne, $5,000 steak dinners. It was crazy. Well, you know, it all hit the fan right about then. The stock market tanked, real estate investments shriveled up, the government moved in to fix the problems, and that's when it got really bad. People in my position went from earning tens of millions a year to the low six figures. Banks, hedge funds, investment firms were forced to cut way back, and a lot of very talented guys like my brew crew you'll soon meet found themselves unemployed and sitting around playing Mario Kart and Grand Theft Auto 7 days a week. I stayed in touch with those guys. I'd seen them develop software that made billions for the banks, and I didn't want them to get away. That's when I partnered with the gentleman we call our brew crew, and basically turned them loose to do what they do best. And that was the beginning of the Jarvis Formula. Now, the early versions of the code tested great. We were consistently winning between 85 and 90% of every trade. That'd be enough to turn anyone into a millionaire in just a few months. But they insisted on more tweaking, adjusting, researching, more tweaking, more testing. And when we'd gone about as far as we could with paper trades and back testing, that's when we started trading with our own money. And when we recruited our first 50 beta testers, some of whom you saw earlier. And now that we're on a 3-year streak with virtually no losing trades, it's time we put the Jarvis Formula in even more hands for even more beta testing. And that's where you come in. Let me show you a quick demonstration I recorded earlier today. I want you to see how easy this is to use and how powerful it can be at making a lot of profits. This really is going to be a life changer for you. So you'll know I'm not showing you some fake made-up demonstration. Here's today's date. Now, let me head over to another website and show you today's headlines. And you can see right there today's date, today's news, that yes, this is the real thing and not being faked in any way. I'm going to open a brand new broker's account now. Here's the balance. Nothing in there yet. I'll make a $250 deposit with a credit card and get the trading started. The more you can start out with, the more you'll make, of course. For this demo, I'll make it $250, but the broker will actually offer us a bonus and double this to $500 just a few minutes after we deposit. I'll blur out my credit card and home address information here and there. My account balance is starting out at $500, the $250 I deposited plus the $250 broker bonus. You can even deposit $500 and the broker will deposit another $500 to make your balance $1,000. Now, I'll switch over now to the new Jarvis Formula homepage and show you a couple of things. There's my opening balance and the account balance, both at $500 until we get things started. Now, for a beginning trader, someone with no experience, I'd strongly recommend you select the auto trade and loss protection settings here to let the software make all of the trades automatically. Believe me, the code is going to do a much better job at making winning trades than any human being ever could. So, I'm going to set these on auto trade, loss protection, and auto multiplier. And there, it goes to work just that quickly. Auto multiplier is going to increase the size of my trades using some of the profits from these early winning trades. The larger your trades, the larger your profits. And the auto multiplier setting is going to take care of that for you as the account balance grows. This is where your profit growth really begins to explode in size. See there? It's already analyzing and entering into trades after just a few seconds. Now, for this demonstration, I'm going to let it run on its own for, let's make it 5 hours. And then I'll be back to fast forward this recording to show you the results. So again, I started with $500 a couple of minutes ago, and we'll be back in 5 hours to check the results. Back after a few hours on my new Jarvis Formula homepage, and will you take a look at that? Do you see those amounts? That is what my $500 has grown into after only 5 hours, automatically, using the auto trade and auto multiplier settings. Profits of $10,262, 12 total trades, and the balance now sits at $10,762. And that all started with just $500. This is real spendable money that can be transferred to your bank account to start spending within a day or two. Isn't that something? No wonder the beta testers are smiling, right? Let me switch over to my main broker's account. And there's the balance there, $10,762. $500 turned into more than $10,000 in just 5 hours. Look at these trades. Here are the trades so far today. Every day is like this. Day after day, win after win, hands-free, automatic profits, 100% winners. And no losses ever. Now, I'm going to flip over to the account transactions page to show you some of the withdrawals I've made. And there. I transfer somewhere between $75,000 and $200,000 from this account to my bank account every week. This is the kind of money our beta testers are earning with the Jarvis formula. And it's the kind of money you'll be bringing in.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Are you still with me? We're about to land and head over to my office building. Why don't you ride along with us? It was rough. 07, 08, 09. We were getting killed from all directions. The housing bubble, the Dow, the banks failing, millions of people losing their jobs, and I was one of them. But think about this, $50 million last year, $50 million. And 3 years without a loss, not one loss. I'll show you when we get inside. I am so proud of these guys. Made us all a lot of money. Oh, we're almost here. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a system that has the ability to radically change your life. I'm also going to introduce you to the team behind this remarkable system. Once you hear our story, you'll be given the opportunity to join us and begin to make money like you never thought was possible. Morning, Shelley. Wow, the place looks terrific. How's everybody today?
Well, I'm doing great.
Thank
But
you.
I think the brew crew probably pulled another all-nighter. Lots of pizza boxes when I walked in today.
The brew crew is what we call our coders and developers here at Jarvis Formula. They'll go through gallons of coffee when they're working, when they're on a mission. That's when the work is done. Well, they chug down gallons of another kind of brew too, you know, the one with a lot of hops and malt. I'll introduce you to some of the brew crew a little later. I'll be in my office. Can you hold all the calls for me?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
Well, just let me know if you need anything.
Will do. Keep the brew crew's provisions stocked up. Maybe have a little breakfast sent up?
I will do. I think breakfast is a good idea. They're probably pretty tired of cold pizza.
Okay, great. Oh, and send in our guests when they get here.
Will do.
Thanks. I know you're busy, so I'll cut to the chase. This is your invitation to join a very elite group of people in testing out the Jarvis formula, an amazing trading program that hasn't had a losing trade in 3 years. That's right, 100% winning trades, no losses ever, for 3 straight years. About 4 years ago, my team and I, that's the brew crew you'll meet in a minute, we created an astonishing piece of trading software that made the 5 of us more than $50 million last year. $50 million just from this software. The program really is amazing. We haven't had a losing trade in almost 3 years. Think about that. 100% winners with not a single loss in a 3-year period. Do you have any idea how much money you can make, knowing you're never going to lose a trade? Well, heck, you could make as much as you wanted to. And that's exactly what our current beta testers are doing. I'm expecting some of them in a few minutes. When we started testing the Jarvis formula 4 years ago, we recruited a group of 50 people to put the software through its paces, to make trades and work closely with my team of coders and engineers to make the program even better. Now, at the time, the Jarvis formula had a winning percentage of between 90 and 95%. Don't get me wrong, 90 to 95% is good, certainly far better than any other program on the market. And with profits like that, an average person could become a millionaire in a matter of months. The original group of beta testers were making anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a day, depending on the size of their trades. But my brew crew wasn't happy with just 90 or 95% winners. They were determined not to stop working on it until the Jarvis formula hit 100% winning trades. No losses, ever. And that's what they were after. And they've done it. The results over the last 3 years have proven that, with trade after trade, win after win, profits stacked upon profits. And today, I'm opening the door to take on a second group of 50 beta testers. Just 50 very fortunate people from all walks of life to use the software and to make and keep all the money they want with it. Now, this is important. This is your only chance to see or to respond to what I'm proposing here today. I want you to get in on this before it's even offered to the public. And I'm going to get you in our next group of 50 beta testers completely free of charge. That's right, 100% completely free. I don't want any money from you. I don't want a credit card, a post-dated check, or anything like that. I'm offering you the chance to break free from a struggling 9-to-5 existence and truly start to live your life the way life is meant to be lived. That's what our first group of beta testers are doing now. And that's what you could be doing in a matter of weeks. Let's go to the conference room and wait for the beta testers to get here.
Mr. Jarvis, Clay's here.
Perfect timing. Good to see you, Clay.
Good to see you again, too.
Come on in with me here. Let's go in the conference room. How have you been, buddy?
Wonderful, great day.
Excellent, excellent.
better.
Good news. Go right around. And if you'll have a seat over there, I'll join you.
Man, this is an amazing view you got here, Jarvis.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. Listen, I'm telling a few potential new beta testers about the Jarvis formula today. Would you mind, Clay, maybe sharing your thoughts with the camera?
Hell yeah. I've been telling pretty much everybody I meet about this thing. Listen, this guy, he's the real deal. He kind of came out of nowhere, completely changed my life. Check it. I made more the first week than I had ever made in a year. Yeah, $52,873.89. I'm thinking, cool, there's a new car. Then the trades kept winning and my bank account keeps growing. And I wound up making $288,546.09 for the first month. Yeah, the first month. I'm thinking, cool, there's a new house. These guys know what they're doing and they are good people. They want to help other folks with their financial situations. I mean, who does that? His team is awesome. They set me up, they've answered every question I've ever had, and they encouraged me all along the way. Brew Crew, next round is on me.
That is really great to hear. All of you are just nailing it. And hopefully, with your help, our new group of beta testers will have success just like you. Thanks for sharing, Clay.
Anything I can do to help? Seriously, if you can get in on this, do not hesitate for 1 second. Paul's Jarvis formula is amazing. You're going to love the money.
Hey, Clay, we've got something silly for you. We just always want you to remember that first month.
What you got here? Wow, that's beautiful. I still can't believe I made that much money my first month. That is amazing. This must be like what the lottery people feel like when they win. Except they only win once. I win every month. Thanks so much, Paul.
No, thank you. What you're doing is showing others what the potential can be. Stay in touch, my friend.
Will do.
Thanks again for coming in, Clay.
Jarvis,
Oh, perfect timing.
Have a good one.
Take care, Clay. Good to see you. Come on in, Carrie.
Hi.
Have a seat.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great, thank you. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Listen, we're telling a few of our potential beta testers about the Jarvis formula today, and I was hoping maybe you could share some of your thoughts on camera. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Well, Mr. Jarvis, this has been the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Your Jarvis formula is still blowing my mind, and it's completely blowing up my bank account. I mean, $42,387.45 the first week. I'm like, are you kidding me? And it was just getting started. I set it on auto trade like you told me, left it alone, and I ended up making $198,788.12 the first month. I mean, is that amazing or what? I'm like speechless. I mean, thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome, Carrie. And just so the people watching know the whole story, did you have any kind of experience or training with this kind of program before you started using the Jarvis formula?
Are you kidding me? Like none whatsoever. I mean, I still don't really understand what this trading is all about. Because once I set the system to auto trade, the money just started pouring in, and I mean, I just let it pour. I mean, I sure didn't see any reason to mess with it when it was generating more money than I'd ever seen before.
That is so awesome. You know, I'm hearing stories like that from the whole group. I am so happy for you. Listen, we have a little present for you just so you'll always remember that first month using the system.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. This is awesome. I mean, I remember seeing these when somebody like wanted to check on Publishers Clearinghouse. I mean, this is even better though because the money is still coming in. I mean, it hasn't stopped. So thank you.
Thank you. I am so thrilled for you. I really appreciate you coming in and taking time to talk to us.
Of course, I'm glad to do it. Thank you so much for this big check. It's gonna look great on my wall.
That's great. Thank you, Carrie.
Of course, thank you so much.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Take care. Bye, Carrie. Here, let me show you a couple of videos from some other beta testers who weren't able to make it in today.
I'm Sharon Walker from Boise, Idaho. Mr. Jarvis asked me to make a recording about my experiences with the Jarvis formula, and it's the least I can do for how he's changed my life. I made $57,245.45 the very first week, and I'm not even sure how that happened. The program did all of it. I kept track, and at 30 days, my account had grown to $344,589.65. It still takes my breath away just thinking about this much money. And it's mine. I'm treating my family to our first cruise next month.
They asked me to beta test the Jarvis formula because of my previous trading experience. But honestly, I didn't need any experience, and you won't either. $48,975.82 in profits for week number 1, with an awesome $303,942.45 made for the first month. Profit after profit, win after win, without a single loss. And the Jarvis Formula program did 100% of it. I selected auto trade and let the software do its thing. It did the work, I get the money, and I'm loving life. Thanks, guys.
That first group of beta testers, they're people just like you. Some are young, some old. A few didn't make it out of high school, while a couple have college degrees. Most of them have always been hardworking, and a few of them were unemployed. They're good, decent people that just needed a break in life. And every single one of that first 50 has gone on to become a millionaire using the Jarvis formula, the exact same program I'm offering you here today, completely free. Now let's go introduce you to the Brew Crew. Ben here is our senior software engineer and the head of my infamous Brew Crew at Jarvis Formula.
Oh, glad to see someone can make it into work today.
Now, I've been working. Don't you worry about me.
Yeah, well, I've been here since 9 a.m. yesterday.
Wow, Ben, you really should get a life. You can afford it, and you got plenty of help.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Next week, we're going to Thailand.
That's good. Good. Have fun, and try not to get in too much trouble.
Oh, whatever. You're no fun.
Chris here is one of our best engineers, and he's Ben's right-hand man. He discovered that with just one little tweak in one of the software's algorithms, we could squeeze out another 1.5% winners from the certain type of trade that we're making. Now that doesn't sound like much, but that tiny percentage of improvement has literally turned into millions of additional profits. How you doing, Chris?
My computer died. I'm too tired to plug it in.
Oh well, hang in there, buddy. Now, Brian here is another one of our developers. Very smart guy. Hey, Brian, we're lining up another group of 50 beta testers. What do you say? We good to go?
Yeah, check this out. Killing it.
Oh, man, no kidding. Look at these numbers. Still not a single loss. Hey, the streak continues.
Damn straight, boss. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
David here is one of the best coders in the world.
Morning, boss. Wait. It's morning already?
Yes, it's morning, David, and don't worry, breakfast is on the way. I got David to come over from a huge Wall Street firm. They still won't speak to me, but he's made us a fortune. Now let's head back to my place. I'll show you a demonstration of what the Jarvis formula is capable of doing. You saw how some of that first group of beta testers is making money with it, and I want to show you what you can expect and how easy it is to operate. Ready? Bye, guys. Keep up the good work.
Zeros and ones, boss.
Always do, boss. Thanks.
Those guys are responsible for nearly $100 million in profits. I know they seem like just normal guys, but trust me, they are the best of the best. They're all looking a little weary this morning because I asked them for a favor. I told them we were going to be accepting 50 new beta testers and that we had to be ready to give you rock-solid proof that the Jarvis formula has still, after 3 years, never lost a trade. I also told them about the guarantee we were going to be offering. That was what made them burn a little midnight oil to make sure everything is ready to go. Your life is about to change in ways you've never imagined. You'll suddenly have money to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and you'll have the time to enjoy it. We're now on a 3-year streak with virtually no losing trades. It's time we put the Jarvis formula in even more hands for even more beta testing, and that's where you come in. Let me show you a quick demonstration I recorded earlier today. I want you to see how easy this is to use and how powerful it can be at making a lot of profits. This really is going to be a life changer for you. So you'll know this isn't a complete fluke. I want to show you again just how easy it is to start making money with my software. I'm going to open a brand new broker's account now. Here's the balance. Nothing in there yet. I'll make a $250 deposit with a credit card and get the trading started. The more you can start out with, the more you'll make, of course. For this demo, I'll make it $250, but the broker will actually offer us a bonus and double this to $500 just a few minutes after we deposit. I'll blur out my credit card and home address information here. And there, my account balance is starting out at $500. The $250 I deposited plus the $250 broker bonus. You can even deposit $500 and the broker will deposit another $500 to make your balance $1,000. Now I'll switch over to the new Jarvis Formula homepage and show you a couple of things. There's my opening balance and the account balance, both at $500 until we get things started. For a beginning trader, someone with no experience, I'd strongly recommend you select the auto trade and loss protection settings here to let the software make all of the trades automatically. Believe me, the code is going to do a much better job at making winning trades than any human being ever could. So I'm going to set these on auto trade, loss protection, and auto multiplier. And there, it goes to work just that quickly. Auto multiplier is going to increase the size of my trades using some of the profits from these early winning trades. The larger your trades, the larger your profits. And the auto multiplier setting is going to take care of that for you as the account balance grows. This is where your profit growth really begins to explode in size. See there? It's already analyzing and entering into trades after just a few seconds. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to let it run on its own for, let's make it 5 hours, and then I'll be back to fast forward this recording to show you the results. So again, I started with $500 a couple of minutes ago, and we'll be back in 5 hours to check the results. Back after a few hours on my new Jarvis Formula homepage, and will you take a look at that? Do you see those amounts? That is what my $500 has grown into after only 5 hours, automatically using the auto trade and auto multiplier settings. Profits of $12,970. 14 total trades, and the balance now sits at $13,470. And that all started with just $500. This is real spendable money that can be transferred to your bank account to start spending within a day or two. Isn't that something? Well, no wonder the beta testers are smiling, right? Let me switch over to my main broker's account. And there's the balance there, $13,470. $500 turned into more than $12,000 in just a few hours. Look at these trades. Here are the trades so far today. Every day is just like this. Day after day, win after win, hands-free automatic profits, 100% winners, and no losses ever. Now I'm going to flip over to the account transactions page to show you some of the withdrawals I've made. And there. I transfer somewhere between $75,000 and $200,000 from this account to my bank account every week. This is the kind of money our beta testers are earning with the Jarvis formula. And it's the kind of money you'll be bringing in after you fill in your information on this page to get started. Listen, you don't need any trading experience, and you won't be spending hours at your computer studying charts and squinting at numbers. You follow a couple of simple steps to set things up. It takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Set the Jarvis formula settings on auto trade and auto multiplier. Then pour yourself a beverage and watch your profits start to come into your new trading account. I'm not kidding. It is that simple and that quick. I was also dead serious when I told you earlier that the Jarvis formula is 100% free today. I meant it. If you're one of the first 50 people to fill in your information on this page right now, you'll never be charged anything, not one single dime. But you'll still be able to make all the winning trades you want and make all the profits you want to make. And it's all yours to keep and to spend any way you want. As part of our second group of beta testers, should you make it into the first 50, the only thing I'll require is a copy of your monthly trading statements for the next 6 months. It's a quick report. I'll show you how to run it. That's it. We'll have those statements and your transactions verified by an independent auditing firm, and then we use them later when we establish and begin marketing the Jarvis strategies, a hedge fund we're launching in the near future. So, you've seen the Jarvis formula in action. You've heard from a few of the existing beta testers. You've met the Brew crew, the team responsible for this breakthrough software, and you've seen how much money you'll make using it. This truly is going to be a life-changing opportunity for 50 fortunate people who become beta testers right now. But you have to fill in your information on this page right now. Now make sure you put in a good, valid email address so you'll receive the deposit notifications when your money begins to come in. It's extremely important we have your best email address. Do double check it. The good news is this video is still up and playing. That means we have at least one opening remaining in our next group of beta testers. Don't take the risk of missing out on this. Fill in your information right now before the door closes and this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity gets away from you. The Jarvis formula has changed the lives of every one of the first group of 50. They're all millionaires at this point. And now, we're about to do the same for another group of 50 very lucky people. There's no risk. There's no cost. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a month is a simple, quick mouse click away right now. The beginning of your new financial freedom truly is only minutes away. Enter your best email address and the rest of the information on this page right now. Remember, we want to make sure you get your deposit notification, so double check that email address. Go ahead, enter the information right now, and I'll speak to you again in a couple of minutes.